Hey, this is Marcus Washington, MTC Media. Now, I know you're going to say this is said every season. So I understand why people would kind of roll their eyes at this. But my goodness, Gonzaga looks really good. They absolutely positively took apart Baylor. Then there was the impressive win that they had on Monday night against San Diego State. They led by as much as 16. I mean, it was a pretty comfortable 80-67 win. The only concern I have about the Zags is their three-point shooting and whether that three-point shooting will be enough when teams can adjust to the pace. Because right now, Gonzaga's pace is what's getting people. They just keep going. They are, I think across the front line, they seem to be a little bit more fluid, a little bit more athletic, a little bit more flexible than maybe some of the Gonzaga teams in the past. And that really helps them. They can get to the front of the rim. But right now, their guards are pushing the ball up very fast at a pace that they are making very few mistakes. And that's what makes them so efficient in the way that they were. You figure at the pace that they're playing, they still shot 42% from the field against San Diego State, and that's considering where they shot 25% from three. From two, they were 19 of 37 from two. And those are some dangerous numbers, when, especially when a lot of them can be layups, a lot of them getting to the front of the rim, a lot of them are not being contested. And San Diego State, it's not as good as a defensive team that they've been in the past, but they are still a very good defensive team. And also the rebounding. You know, San Diego State can bludgeon you on the boards. Like during this run they've had, they really kill you on the boards. And Gonzaga out-rebounded them, and it's coming from not necessarily one main person, which is what makes this so good, is that everybody's going to rebound, which means when the guards rebound or one of their other primary ball handler rebounds, they can go out and immediately start pushing pace. And that's what I mean by playing at pace. People think playing at pace is just going like this fast. It's not playing at pace. Playing at the pace that Gonzaga is playing at is pushing, knowing the guys who are getting the rebound and pushing. If you're a secondary ball handler, getting it out at a push point as fast as possible and then pushing. And then sprinting to the front of the room, sprinting to the wings and sprinting to the corners. All those things sound simple because those aren't things that people think of as being talent-driven things. But you notice if you watch, especially in America, from high school up, you don't see that all the time. Even in college, you don't see it all the time. So, we think it's simple. We don't see it done all the time. Well, right now, Gonzaga's doing it all the time. And again, we're in November. Can they do this all the time and still have the legs in March? Can they do this all the time and make enough threes to win in March? And it's a similar question to Duke. Similar question for Duke. So Gonzaga, again, starting off, I do like this Gonzaga team. This is setting up for a team that can make a deep run, and we'll have to see if they can push up and keep the pace. It's Marcus Washington, MTC Media.